Welcome back to This Week in Agribusiness. The temperatures are getting warmer down south. Those planters are rolling, and as we look farther north, those farmers are gearing up for that all-important spring planting season. But you got to make sure you have clean fields. Well, joining us now to talk about that is Jami Loecker. She's an agronomy service manager with Syngenta. And Jami, thanks for talking with us this weekend.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Mike.
What does an early season mean to you in terms of weeds?
Yeah, well, some years are different than others, and some springs are certainly different. When we think about an early spring, typically that's when the temperatures are warming up a little bit earlier than usual, and folks want to get in the field a bit sooner. If we think about that early season, we've got to make sure we're managing any winter annuals that are up and emerged, and then also be thinking about what potential warm season weeds may come into play as we get into the season.
That's a good point. As we think about the season, farmers are getting into the fields earlier and earlier, it seems, as weather allows. Jami, how can early planting impact weed management?
Well, we certainly have to make sure that we've taken care of any winter annuals that are already emerged, which means that a grower may need to use an effective tillage mechanism to reduce that weed pressure, or they could use a tank mix partner that is going to provide post-contact activity in that pre-emergent application. But we also have to make sure that we're getting a good residual out there that's got multiple effective sites of action, that's going to provide a long length of residual farther into season. And using a product like Store and Herbicide is going to certainly deliver both of those functions.
And so really getting that early season residual down as early as possible, that's what makes a difference in your eyes?
Well, yeah, if we don't get that residual down in advance, you risk some of those weeds emerging and causing a lot of pressure. We do a much better job of controlling them before they've came out of the soil, so while they're germinating, versus after they're up, they become really difficult to control, especially weeds like water hemp and Palmer amaranth.
Absolutely. So Storin does a great job coming in early like that. I know Acuron is a Syngenta product that folks have been excited about for some time. Where does Acuron fit into a season's weed control plan?
Yeah, both of those are great corn residual herbicides. They both have some similar active ingredients in them, one particularly being bicyclopyrone, which does a really great job at helping us control grasses, large-seeded broadleaves, and bringing some additional benefit on hard-to-control weeds like water hemp and Palmer amaranth. One of the key differences between Storin and Acuron is that Storin does not have atrazine in it, while Acuron already has that pre-mixed into it. Additionally, we do have another active ingredient that's in that group 15 class of chemistry in Storin to help provide additional residual activity there.
All right. If we've got viewers who want to learn more about Acuron or Storin, where would you send them, Jami?
Well, they certainly can visit the Syngenta website, but more importantly, I would say I would direct them to their local retailer or their local Syngenta sales representative, and we're more than happy to talk to them about the residual benefits of those products and the crop safety aspects of them.
Lots to learn as this growing season gets started. Jami Loecker, thank you so much for talking with us this weekend.
Thanks for having me.
And as always, growers are encouraged to follow all the label instructions.